But what we also did that we would have probably never done in the past before is we created essentially a virtual volunteer assembly opportunity, right? So the employee, we would provide a volunteer event, and in that volunteer event, it would have, very nominal fee type of items that would go into a care kit. And that employee would go out and purchase those items, and they may do an assembly line with their family, right, and put together these kits and then mail or drop them off at different nonprofits to support. We would do that same thing to support, our Animal Humane Society, right, with making something called snuffle mats. How do you make these mats? These are the materials that you utilize. Go out and purchase it. And a lot of teams would do like Zoom events where they would have these volunteer hours and they would be on the call, maybe with some music or what have you, and they would be making these mats in their own homes or in the building so that everybody was participating. Same thing with like paracord or friendship bracelets for service members or their families, writing notes for first responders and teachers or the military. You just have to figure out a way. How can you provide that same experience that you would have in person to somebody that's in a remote location, right? And there's some other tips I could provide in terms of, making sure if you have coordinators for your business units to make sure that work at home population is represented, right? Communicating on Slack, to involve them so that they feel like they're part of the team when you're doing these virtual volunteer events is really important as well. So hopefully I answered your question, but those are some of the things that we do to engage our work at home population. We also encourage them to find their own volunteer events, right? Find it, submit it in our USAA service platform, and then in the remote Slack channel, see who else is in Chicago or, Houston area where we don't have a major campus, and invite them to come join you. So that way you kind of feel that community aspect that everyone does in our regional campus location.